this is Rachel with Soul Root Tarot. I'm here with a channeled message to help the collective and anyone tuning in that would like to enjoy the message as well. It's meant for anybody, it's timeless, and this message is here channeled through me in order to bring love, light, and joy to humanity, as well as bring us the truth that we need to truly get to the soul root. So if you'd like to join me, I would really appreciate it. I'm going to pull some cards here from my tarot, so if you just join in for a minute, we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, that was pretty quick. Wow, all right. A couple more here and then we'll get going. All right. They are alive today, I will tell you that. So what I'm seeing here is we've got the Eight of Swords, the Hermit, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So I'll show that to you. So pretty well right here, fitting for where I am right now. So I'm really taking the time to sit by myself and go through some of the things before I head into time with family and things that go along with this time of year. One thing that's really hard for me is to go back to my hometown. The reason being is because that's where all of my trauma, you know, everything happened growing up there. So it's kind of like, it's really hard for me to go back to that place. So I'm seeing this Eight of Swords, and it's really reminding me that to take out that blindfold off, you know, stop worrying so much, stop keeping yourself stuck by just staying stuck. Like, you don't have to be there. You can literally take off your blindfold and move around those swords, go back up to the castle. Like, it's okay, right? We're going to make it. So what I'm seeing with those cards again is the Hermit, the Page of Cups, the Ace of Wands. We're really seeing a time here where it's time to look inside. It's time to kind of give that offer of stability, of love within the emotions ocean, right? And taking those things and using them to our advantage to really lead the way in this time of growth that is upon us. So I'm loving that. That's super true for like what's going on even in my life right now, and I hope for everyone else it's also you know, a message that can pertain to you as well. So then here in the middle, I'm seeing the Magician. It's one of my favorite cards lately because it's showing that everything you need is in front of you. You've got all the tools, you've got the headspace, you've got the passion, you've got the ideas, you've got the, you know, world in front of you, and what you do with it is really up to you. As above, so below, right? The infinity symbol right there. Everything is always moving and we're always growing. So we need to take that time to have come from, if I can grab that here, from the Hermit to the Magician. It's really a beautiful time, and that's why I love winter, is because it kind of brings this time in where we have this darkness. We're looking at and focusing on the little bit of light that's here. And it's really leading us into that time of the Magician, of the alchemy, of us moving forward with all of the goals and aspirations that we have here available to us. So then I'm also seeing here with the Six of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, these two. Again, we're really enjoying where we're at. We're kind of seeing the beauty in life and the little things, and enjoying being with others, and kind of these nostalgic moments of, oh, remember when that happened, or, you know, in a good way. So again, like I said, going home for me is really hard because that's where all of my trauma, everything happened growing up, you know, things like that. But it's also where I really grew. It's really where I had a wonderful experience of the dark night of the soul, of awakening and things like that, that truly helped me heal some of those things that I had never healed before. So actually, I'm kind of looking forward to going back and seeing kind of the work that I've done and how much it's really going to impact again, with that magician energy, how much it's really going to impact me, going home and seeing all these things, but really focusing this time, instead of, like I said, on trauma, I'm going to be focusing on the nostalgia, the time together, and the beauty and everything in front of me. So I hope everyone else can do that too. Then again, we're here with the Wheel of Fortune. So I love this because it really shows that the wheel is always turning. Again, as above, so below, right? So it's always turning, and things right now are starting to move forward. We're in the new moon in Sagittarius today, and so that's really kind of helping things to start over as far as what we see as our timeline for the year, right? January is technically the start to us. So what we're thinking is, okay, let me take this knowledge I've learned. The wheel is moving. We're really healing. We're moving. We're learning. We're growing. And we can see that and understand that everything is really always working out for us, even in the moments that it doesn't seem like it is. It's really trying to place things to help us move forward on our path. And really, rejection is protection. I've been getting that message so much lately, and I appreciate that more than anything, because it really shows that, again, being grateful for everything, the good, the bad, everything that happens is meant to happen. It's moving us forward, and we can look at it later and say, oh, that's why that happened. I'm so glad the wheel turned in that way for me to be able to move forward when I was kind of stuck, right? So again, it's this concept of things are always moving. Everything's temporary. Nothing is forever. And we can really just be present in the moment. That's going to help us a ton. So I love that message there. And then lastly here, we've got the Knight of Swords and the Three of Cups. So we're seeing here with the Knight of Swords that he's kind of rushing back to transform some of the things that may have still been stuck or needed to be moved forward. And he's kind of going back there to say, hey, like, let's handle this now that we've got all of these things underneath our belt. Now that I've, got to this position of a knight, I know that I am fully capable of going back and handling the things that I may not have, really wanted to feel or think in the moment. But now, like, I've done the work. I'm the magician. I'm willing to alchemize these situations and see what they had of benefit to me rather than what they did to harm me, right? So I like that because, yeah, like I said, going back to trauma and turning that pain into passion kind of thing is really what I'm all about. So I love that. Lastly here, again, we have that Three of Cups. So it's a beautiful, because it's a time of harvest. It's a time of being together, of celebrating, of enjoying everything that's in front of us. The gifts that the universe provides, the pumpkin, it's like one of my favorites. I just love Halloween, but that's kind of what it reminds me of here, is that time of harvest, that time of bringing everything together, of being together, that kind of ancient group community gathering type thing, bringing all of our cups together, dancing, moving, really enjoying all of the fruits of our labor. And I love that, because what a perfect time that we're near Christmas at this moment, that to see that is really beautiful. And I love that, because it's all about coming together and being there for one another, our neighbors, our family, ourselves. Let's not forget that one, because that's like one of the most important ones here. We need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, right? This season is so busy. And as an empath, I'm feeling that from everybody. As an example, I tried to go into town yesterday and just do 2 simple little errands. And because it's Christmas time, there's a million people out. And I was feeling and noticing in myself that some of these energies are not mine. I'm in a peaceful, calm state of mind and energy. And then to have all of this bombardment, it felt like I just knew I had to take a moment for myself to ground, to step out, to calm and just relax. And so I decided not to go do those things where, if I would have pushed and moved forward, I probably would have been really down and out in my energy. But I recognized that. I took a moment and I said, okay, I'm feeling these feelings that of rushing, of like having to move super fast, and that's not how I'm feeling right now. So let's just rely on everybody has an empathic ability, right? So let's rely on that to really notice in ourselves when we need to change something, and to also notice in others and kind of help to guide them on their way as well. That maybe somebody doesn't notice that they're doing all of these things and rushing and things like that, and to just say, hey, you can slow down, it's all right. Like, nothing's gonna move forward without you. Like, you can take a rest too. So I'm loving that from those messages today. I'd like to end it here with a oracle card, and these are my earth magic cards. So I'd love to pull one here, and we'll close out this reading. If you have stuck around so far, 11 minutes in, I'm so grateful for you. I appreciate you being here with me and helping me on my journey to move forward and grow, as well as you growing and moving forward as well. This collective is just, I'm so grateful to be a part of this, because I've seen so many wonderful interactions just even here on YouTube, but also it's relaying into my real life, and I'm meeting wonderful people that I never would have met, and I'm just really enjoying life, and I'm so grateful for it, and I'm grateful for you being here with me too. So in these, oh my gosh, this is just so beautiful. So I'm here with my, like I said, earth magic cards, and I'm sitting in front of a mountain next to a river at the most beautiful park, in my opinion, in my life, that this is such a spiritual spot for me. So what's beautiful is we're talking about the season that is current, such as Christmas. And so this comes up with ancestors. Again, we had that 3 of Cups. So it's really showing us to come together to, recognize the generations that were before us, as well as the traditions, things like that, and how we can connect with that and really enjoy that community spirit in this time of year. I'm loving that. I'm very heavy on ancestors. I do a lot of ancestor work, and I'm really close to the end for one section of my family. So that card really hits for me. I'm very excited. Then we also have here the Dreamtime creation. I love this. And this is based on the Aboriginal story of creation, which I also learned goes into the their story of the Pleiades is very similar of this creation in the dream time, and that's where everything's created, right, is in the dream time. Again, going back to our ancestors, we can connect with them in the dream time. That's when they connect with us, whether we know it or not. They're here and they're helping us and they're guiding us to really move our lives forward, and it's up to us to kind of realize, recognize, and listen when we have those little inklings coming on, right? And that's going to help us a lot, especially in this time and the time forward in 2026. We're looking forward to that creation, right? The year of the horse, and I'm so ready for that. So I'm ready for all of this creation to come, and that also goes with our ancestors as well, right? They're here, they're in our dream time, they're helping us, we're being guided always, and it's a wonderful thing to know that, the loved ones that we miss are still here with us, and all we have to do is really connect with that inner part of ourself. Again, going back to the hermit, finding that light within ourself that we can connect with, because everybody has the ability to connect with their guides, that we can just take that moment to be able to connect, and really you'll see your life change in amazing ways. And I would really suggest for anybody to just try connecting with their ancestors, or just look at their ancestral history, things like that, because you never know what you're going to find that will help you in your journey to move forward, or to realize, again, the things that are not ours, that we can recognize and say, oh, that's not mine. Well, okay, I'll give it back to the person it was meant for. And, you know, even if they're past and they can't work on that themselves, it's not part of my life and it's not something I need. So just kind of a little ditty there on the ancestor part, that, you know, they're here to guide us. So you're okay to connect with your own ancestors, and they're always here for you. As a medium, I can tell you that's true. So then the last card here we have to close out, and excuse me, it's very cold here. So I have to, anyway. So we've got the shaman here, and this is ancient healing wisdom. Again, we're going back to the ancestors, right? To the dream time, to creation, to everything that is really meant to be is here for you. We can connect with that. We can look forward to all of the beauty, and everything that is for us is gonna be available to us. And we're going in with the shaman, showing that ancient healing wisdom, that connection, the ancestors, you know, everything has happened for a reason and has helped us to grow to this point. So if we look back and we understand, even from the last year, the things that have helped us will really help us move forward, to grow and to let go, to enjoy the things that are forward for us. So I love that. I am so excited to close out this new year, close out the year 2025, and to welcome the new year 2026 of the year of the horse. There's so many beautiful things happening for me, and I hope there is for you too. So if you enjoyed this message, I would love for you to give a like and subscribe, and there will definitely be more to come. I do this based on my feeling and when I feel that I need to give a message, so it may be a little inconsistent. I apologize for that, but again, I'm learning, I'm growing with you. We're here together, we're doing this, and I am so grateful for you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.